Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me, right?
Yes,
Able to see the screen as well, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. What are the topics we discussed in the yesterday's session?
SDLC and types of like spiral model and also
Waterfall model.
waterfall model.
Okay, we just discussed the half of these topics, right? In second topics, we just completed only half. We just discussed only what is meant by SDLC and what is meant by spiral model and waterfall model. We are left all with V model and Agile model in the second topic. Today, we are going to discuss about what is meant by V model and why we are using it, and what is meant by SL methodologies, why it is famous as compared with other models. Okay, these two things we are going to discuss in the today's session in quick manner. If you have any doubts, you can ask me once I explained. Okay, so let me open a document. So first we can see the verification and validation model. This is in shortcut we are calling it as a V model. Is my voice is audible?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So if you see here, it is also sequential model. If you see here, you can see the diagram. Developers will be there, testers will be there. They both will do work simultaneously. Okay. Developers and testers will do the work simultaneously. Initially, we have the CRS document. Okay. So what is meant by CRS document? Customer requirement specification document. This document is given by the customer to both developer and tester. Okay, so in tester point of view, he is going to do the acceptance testing on those customer requirement specification. In developer point of view, he is going to convert the CRS document into the SRS document. Okay, once this SRS document is completed, this document is going to be sent to the testers to test it. Meanwhile, the developers will get a client review and approval from it. Client review and approval from it. Once it is done, the client reviews and approvals is going to be checked by the testers. Meanwhile, the testers start designing the high level design. Once the high level design is done, the developers will come to the low level design. That HLD will going to be sent to the testers. And similar way, once coming to the coding, that LLD is going to send to the testers. Whenever the coding is completed, the testers are going to start a white box testing or unit testing. Mostly unit testing is going to be performed by the developers. So testers won't perform the unit testing. Sometimes in some companies, they are going to do the unit testing as well as a tester. Then we do the functional testing, integration testing, smoke and sanity testing, regression testing, acceptance testing. Then it will come go to the live. So what you understand from this diagram here is the both are doing work simultaneously. For example, if there is 5 phases in the developer, whenever the first phase of the developer is completed, it is sent to the testers to test it. Meanwhile, the developers is going to start working on the phase 2. Step 2. Okay, and simultaneously both work is going to be done. This is called it as a verification and validation model. In the first stage, it's nothing but CRS document. The client send the CRS both to the developer and testers. The developer translate the CRS into the SRS. Here the developer work is they are going to convert the CRS into the SRS. Then what the testers will do? Testers do the following tests on the CRS document. Testers is doing the testing on the CRS document, review the CRS, and review means is there any conflicts in the requirements? Is there any requirements are missed? And is there any wrong requirements are there? Is going to be reviewed by the tester. And later we have written that acceptance test plan is nothing but to complete that feature execution. What is our plan to complete it? What is our plan to execute those scenarios? What is our plan to execute the particular suits? Test suits is nothing but set of test cases is called it as a suit. Test case is nothing but we are going to discuss about the particular possibility. For example, there is a login place in the Flipkart. There is a username and password. Here I am talking about a particular feature that is called it as a login. That is called a scenario. I am talking about the scenario which is named as a test scenario. Okay, in that test scenario, in that login page, I have set of possibilities. When I have given the correct username and password, it is going to be login. Whenever I haven't given the correct username and password, it's not login. That is also one of the possibilities. I may have 4 possibilities, I may have 6 possibilities. Those possibilities is called as a test cases. That set of possibilities is called as a test scenario. Okay, clear about the test case and scenario?
Sir, can you repeat once, please?
There is a login place in either it may be any application, either at Zomato or Flipkart, Amazon. There is a one login page, right? So whenever there is a login page, I am talking about that login feature. Okay, that feature is called as a scenario. In that feature, there will be a lot of possibilities to check it, right? So correct username, correct password, you have click on the login button. Wrong username, correct password, correct username, correct password, and wrong username, wrong password. These are the some of the possibilities we have. These are the 4 possibilities I just shown. I explain you: correct username, correct password, like wrong username, correct password, wrong username, wrong password, correct username, correct password. These are the 4 possibilities I am telling now, right? So those 4 possibilities is called as a 4 test cases for the login feature, login scenario. Getting or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I
If you
understood.
consider that scenario as a tree, test cases are the branches of tree. Hope you clear now.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so in similar way, just what I explained here, that in the next phase, the developer is going to send that SRS to the client review, and developer start building on the HLT, and testers will review the SRS against the CRS. Same what I did, what I tell here. So in this diagram, I explained, right, when the developer came to the HLD, the client review will going to be checked by the testers. Whenever the developer come to the LLD, the previous step went to the testers to check it. Same procedures will be there in the theoretical manner. Okay, so I think this document is not shared yet. Did I share that in the WhatsApp group? The people who already enrolled, please confirm. Did you get this material?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Okay,
no.
we'll share this material by after completion of the today class. Okay. So
Okay.
same theoretical concept will be there. What I explained. Just see the advantages now. What are the advantages of V and V model? Testing starts in very early stages of product development, which avoids the download flow of defects, which in turns reduces lot of rework. Testing is starts at very early stages. You can see that starting testing is starts from the first stage itself. It will helps us to reduce a lot of work and reduce the defects of that application to provide the quality product to the customer. That is one of the advantage. And next one is testing is involved in every stage of the product development, and deliverables are parallel because both developer and testers are working parallelly, and total investments is less. Maybe initial investment is more because both are working at same time, but total investment is less. Okay, so drawbacks and V and V model. What are the drawbacks? Initial investment is more. As the both employees are working from starting, we have to pay money, pay salary to them from starting onwards. And next, more documentation work is required. As the two persons are working simultaneously, we should be strong about the documentation. And next one, application, where we are using the V and V models mainly for long-term projects, for complex applications as like a spiral models. When the customer is expecting the high quality product within the stipulated time, the person want that particular product in particular duration. For example, I am the customer, you are from TCS company. I just told that I need this application with good quality in 2 months. I give the very stipulated time. Okay, in that scenarios also it is going to be work. Okay, this is called V model. And next one is Agile model, very very important. Please listen carefully, watch the material carefully. Okay, Agile methodology means a practice that promotes the continuous integration of or iteration of development and testing throughout the SDLC of the project. In the Agile model, in the software testing, both development and testing activities are concurrent, unlike the waterfall model. Okay, So here both testing and development will done concurrently. So it's not like a waterfall model. Okay, if you see diagrams, you will get to know that. Okay, so I already told you that there is a project came to the company. Whenever that project is came to the company, what we did mainly, first we are doing the requirement analysis, right? We are doing the requirement analysis. As I said that we have some PI meetings for, I think in last class, PI meetings for every quarter. Okay, that PA meeting will consist 3 days. They are going to talk about what we are going to develop in next 3 months. Program increment meetings. Program increment meetings. Okay, program increment meetings. There we can discuss how many features are going to be discussed in the next 3 months. How many features are going to be discussed in the next 2 months. It's based on the company rules. It's based on the company and project rules. Okay, in that meeting we are going to discuss about what are the things. That 2-3 months iteration is called it as a one iteration. Okay, that PI meetings will be happen for these iterations only. For each iteration the PI meeting will be happen. There we are going to discuss. So what is the major difference of this one agile methodology and other methodology is, for example, the customer came to the software company and they supposed to ask that company to develop a particular software to their customers. Like take an example of Zomato. Okay, Zomato software application is there, right? In Zomato software application, the Zomato head came to the TCS company and asked them to develop a particular Zomato software to order a food for customers. Okay, so but the Zomato had said that I need this development in the agile methodology. So how that agile methodology differs? For example, if you use the waterfall model, the customer won't see that application until unless the project is completed. For example, in the Zomato application, we have 100 features. The customer is not able to see that application until unless completion of those 100 features. Until unless completion of 100 features. So is it good practice as market is changing? So it's take almost 6 months to complete those 100 features. The same requirements will not be there, right? After 6 months, the market strategies may be changes. So is it the good practice to do in the waterfall model? Absolutely no, because it is very difficult to identify after 6 months where the project market strategy is. So in such a case, we are going to use the agile methodology. What will we do is, we have 100 features, right? So 100 features is going to be deployed, segregated into the 3 iterations. I'm breaking into the 3 iterations. It's all about company rules and protocols. Based on the features, based on their status, they are going to split it into the iterations. For example, those 100 features, I am going to split it into the 3 iterations. Each iteration may have 33 features. 33, 34, 33 features will be there. So whenever I did it, okay, whenever I did 33 features for iterations, in each iteration consists 2 to 3 months. In each iteration, we are going to convert into the sprints. Sprint is nothing but 15 days of work. Most of you people aware about, if you already in the part of the software companies, either it may be technical or non-technical side, you guys must be aware about the sprint board. Sprint is nothing but 15 days of work. 15 days of work. For example, this iteration will be there for the 3 months. Okay, let's consider this iteration is there for the 3 months. How many sprints will be there for the 3 months? If the one sprint is 15 days of work, then 3 months, how many sprints will be there? 6 sprints will be there. In 6 sprints, we are going to complete 33 features. In 6 sprints, we are going to complete 33 features. So each sprint, how many features has to be completed? 5 to 6 features has to be completed in the each sprint. Is it or not? Please confirm, guys.
Yes.
Why you guys are
Yes,
silent?
sir.
Here you can see total 100 features are there. Okay, out of 100 features, I am going to develop those 100 features in the 3 iterations. Okay, each iteration duration is 3 months. Let's consider. So we have a sprint which is nothing but 15 days of work is called as a sprint. So then to complete one iteration, how many sprints required? How many sprints required, guys?
6.
6.
Why you guys are silent? 3 months by 15. 15 days. How much? 6 sprints, guys.
Sprints. 6 sprints.
Right? So 6 sprints is nothing but each sprint how many? 33 features per iteration, right? As per 100 features strategy, I'm telling. If I developing 33 features per iteration for each sprint, how many I have to complete? Nearly 5. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
So here, first sprint. So let's consider this. I'm talking about the iteration 1. If you understand the iteration 1, similarly, same thing will be happen for the iteration 2, iteration 3 as well. Okay. Sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, sprint 5, sprint 6. Okay, these are the sprints what we have. So here what I'm doing here is in the sprint 1, I'm going to develop the 5 features. I'm going to develop a 5 features. So once that 5 features is completed, I'm going to deploy that 5 features to the live. That customer can access. The Zomato head can access that application and see the current progress of that application and how that 5 features will be there. Getting or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In the sprint 2,
Yes,
5
sir.
more features is going to be developed. Then that 5, old 5 plus new 5. In sprint 2, how many will be into the live? 10.
10.
10.
10 to live. In similarly, in third sprint,
15.
15.
15 will be there. So just copy this, paste it better. So in sprint 2, 5 features added. Here 5 becomes 10. Here 15. Here 20. Here 25. Here 30. But in other models, how it will be happen? We have to wait to see that application into live once these 100 features is completed. Otherwise, we can't see the application into the live and current progress of the status. But here, even within the 15 days, we can see the progress. The client can track how the progress is going on by the company. Hope you guys clear, guys.
Yes, yes, sir. Now it's very
All
easy to
these
Yes, sir.
understand.
all these things can be. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all these things can be discussed in the meeting. That meeting is called as a PI planning. It can be handled with the help of the Scrum Master, developer, QA is nothing but testers, PO, business analyst. These are the people there in that meeting and discuss what feature has to be completed on which sprint based on the priority. Okay. For example, there is a login page in the sprint 4, but it was very important features. We should develop it in the sprint 1 itself. So we are going to change sprint 1 feature to sprint 4, sprint 4 feature to sprint 5. We will create epics. Okay. You guys get to know all these things while explaining in the Jira. Okay. Don't worry. Hope you guys clear now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here you can see we have different models in the Agile. So I don't want to make you people to confuse. Don't go with all these methods. Okay, just see Scrum methodology. Okay, so these all those things are not important. DSDM and feature driven, lean software development, extreme programming. These are the waste of your time to know. Okay, but I will give this material as it will be there for the reference if you want it to in the future after completion of the course. But you guys should be aware about the Scrum methodology. Scrum is an agile development process focused primarily on the ways to manage the tasks in team-based development conditions. Team-based development conditions. Mostly there are three roles in it in the Scrum methodology. One is Scrum Master, and second one is Product Owner, and third one is Scrum Team. It's Scrum Team means all come up to the team, like who came, developer, QA is nothing but tester, business analyst, all this comes under the Scrum Team. Who is the Scrum Master? Scrum Master can set up the master team, arrange the meeting, and remove the obstacles for the process. For example, now the sprint one, I want to develop the 5 features. We have only 2 weeks of time to 15 days of work to time to complete that particular feature. Okay, complete the particular feature. I was not able to understand that feature. I was not able to understand that feature. I have some doubt on the feature. So to whom you need to ask? Who has a clear idea about the requirements? Business analyst, because the client directly speak to the requirements about the business analyst, right? So you can speak directly with the business analyst in that Scrum meeting, or you can ask them in the chat directly as well. Okay, but if no one is responding, you can make that point highlight into that meeting that I need explanation on the particular features. My team is not aware about the particular feature. Could you please explain about the particular story, particular epic, particular feature? You have to raise and you have to highlight that point in your meeting. Okay, you people have to stand. Okay, in few teams, not everyone is there in that Scrum meetings. For example, we have 16 testers. 16 testers are going to be divided into the 4 Scrum meetings. In each Scrum meeting, there will be 4 testers. For that 4 testers, one will be the lead, one be the test lead. The test lead will take care about all the features, how much time it take to complete the particular feature. They is going to give the estimates, time estimates for the execution of testing particular feature. Okay, but remaining people has to learn from the test lead how he is giving. I already told the formula. The development time by 3 is the reasonable duration to complete the particular feature testing. But you have to think one more thing while giving that formula. You have to think about one thing. So if you give developer is developing the particular feature in the 3 days, sometimes it's not possible for us to complete it in the one day. 3 by 3 is nothing but one day, right? So it's not possible for us to complete in one day as we are occupied with some other task and we have only less resource. Then we can ask the Scrum Master, yes, we have less resource as of now in the team, so we are not able to complete it within the one day. We need one more day. We are going to complete the testing on the particular feature because new test cases are going to be added on the particular features. It will take more time to execute and prepare a proper report on the particular feature. So we need 2 days of time. You can ask them, Scrum Master, put it your points in that meeting, and you have to remove your obstacles and you have to remove the blames what you are getting from QA teams in the thing. Okay, most of them are blaming the QA teams or developer teams. The developers teams will blame QA team will blame the developer team. They are not giving the code on time. They are not executing on time to give the pictures. It's common in every company. Okay, but we have to face those situations to give the proper answers. Okay, Scrum methodology is very important. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. And the Scrum Master can manage the team, and product owner create the tickets. Okay, epic tickets, story tickets, and prioritizes. He will create the backlogs and all those things. We'll discuss about these. What is meant by epic? What is meant by story? What is meant by backlogs in the uh, Jira concepts. Okay, don't worry about now. And this is about the Agile methodology and what are the uses when we use the Agile methodology, when frequent changes are required. Okay, it is the beauty. For example, we have sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, sprint 5, sprint 6 in the first iteration, right? So once the sprint 1 and sprint 2 is completed, as per the market changes, that Zomato had want to change the feature of sprint 1. He want to update the one feature in the sprint 1, one feature in the sprint 1. So simply what he can do, he will add that feature one updation in the sprint 1 into sprint 3, and he will get that update within the 15 days. How easy it is? Getting my point? As per the market, so it is going to be changed, the market strategy is changed. For example, in sprint 1 there is a feature that if you order a biryani you will get a 50% discount. But the Zomato, now it is was December month, so most of members are looking on the parties. So he want to give some more discount, that when you order a food biryani, he want to give a discount of 100 rupees. So he want to add that feature. So that feature has to be updated in the sprint 3. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the beauty of Agile methodology. Any more doubts so far?
So he don't need to add that feature in a first print. He can add that in anywhere between 1 to 6, right? Whenever he has the requirement.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
That is the beauty of Agile methodology, why we are using it.
Got it.
Uh, Sir, I have a doubt here. Uh, so, can you hear me? Hello,
Yes, yes, yes.
sir. In the Spring model, yesterday you explained right Spring model. It is also divided into multiple models, right? The task is
Yes,
divided into 4 to 5
yes.
models. So, like like same as Agile, the first model came to live after completing that. Like for example, model A is completed, it will come to live. Or once all 4 models completed, then only it will come to live. Uh,
Your
can you,
question is that we divided the same as like Agile in the spiral methodologies, but why won't
yeah,
you use that same here, right?
yeah.
If you see
Yes,
that what is the uses of spiral methodology, what are the applications of spiral methodology explained yesterday, it is applicable only for large projects.
okay.
Will it, if we use the same thing for the small project, is it budget friendly? No. The spiral may
No.
go definitely, right, indefinitely. So if you do it for the
Mhm,
small projects, it's not good thing.
mhm.
It's not good thing to do it. For
Okay.
example, I will give an example. You bought a small house. You bought a
Mm-hmm.
small house. That house cost is only 3 lakhs. But you are
Okay.
spending 10 lakhs to decorate that house. Is it good to see? Good to see. But is it worth? No. But
No.
you bought 50 lakhs house. Even if you spend 10 lakhs to decorate, is it will be worth, because you, the house what you got for that price is also good. It's nothing but 50 lakhs is nothing but it's a big house. Getting my point?
Yeah.
We can use
Yeah, sir.
any model based on the
Yeah.
flexibility, based on the customer requirement, we are going to moving it to the picture. But one thing you can observe, in the spiral model, unless until completion of all the 4 modules, it won't be go to the live. Even it is splitted into the modules, even it is divided into the modules as well, until unless completion of A, B, C, D module testing, we are not moving it into the live. But the Agile methodology is completely different.
Oh, okay. So when we are going to move live this one, spiral model,
Which one?
after completing all models.
Yes, after completion of all modules, A,
Okay.
B, C, D. But here Agile is completely different, right? For each sprint, you are going to
Yeah.
move it to the live. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more doubts? If not, we'll close the session for the day, guys.
Sir, can you please repeat about that? When do they use agile method? About that slide.
Which slide?
When
Which
do they
slide?
use agile? Not this one, the document.
You can see there. When
Yeah,
frequent changes
this
are
one.
required, the customer want to change the frequency recently. For example, 15 days before the customer has given the discount on biryani in the Zomato 50 rupees. But he is going
Yes,
to give the discount 100 rupees now. Frequently changes are happening, right?
got it. Yes, yes.
And when a highly qualified and experienced team is available, when a customer is ready to have a meeting with software team all the time, remember one point, software team all the time is nothing but, so as we are working sprint for 15 days is nothing but we have to interact more with the customer to know more insights from the head of the Zomato. And when the project size is small, then only we will apply for the Agile. If the project is big, we can't do it in the small modules. It will be happen more time, right? Getting?
Yes, yes.
Hope you guys clear. We'll share this material today. Now, after completion of the class, hope you guys enjoy the class today. And tomorrow we can see error, bug, failure, project, product, QA, QC, QE. The project, product, QA, QC, QE is the basic knowledge purpose I am sharing. But error, bug, failure, you will get an interview question from this. You can mark 100 stars or 200 stars, how many you want in your material. So this is very important question if you are applying for a manual tester. Can you please differ between the error, bug, failure? We can see tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
If you have any doubts also, we can clear on the tomorrow session.
Okay, sir.
Please note it your doubts on the material if you have. Will as because tomorrow we have a short session. It will be complete within 30 minutes only. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. We'll help out you in the tomorrow session. Okay. So thank you all. Any more doubts? Hope most of the people are joined. That's the reason I'm sharing the material today. So I have seen the group. Most of the people are joined. So if anyone is not yet joined, please confirm with your institute. Okay. So thank you all. Have a nice day.